It's the crypto sniper. Yes, how are you guys? Welcome back. How are you enjoying your crypto trading stroke investing day? Forgive me for slouching. Minor elective surgery post-op. Got to keep the hand up, flying one-handed at the moment. But I thought I'd got to come at you. Oh, it's been an interesting one. It's been an interesting one. Yeah, we're going to do crypto sniper comments. It's a perfect time to do some crypto sniper comments. This is your bear flag structure, and this is your Bitcoin major sell-off into there. That was the fractal where we warned that looked terrible. It rallied just through the 42 odd there, and you got to just return through the 40K. In fact, it was that high to the 40K. And we tweeted out, be very careful. That was precarious, and Bitcoin to fall. We mentioned we were short a number of tokens. Let's actually go there, find those tweets when they were. We've got a lot to talk about. We've got the UST story. We've got comments to get back to. We got, well, obviously what's happened with Luna as part of the UST story. We've got Bitcoin, everybody running down, down, down. What's crazy for me in terms of the macro is that nobody is truly macro and no one is looking really at the big time frame charts. We'll be looking at CRO as well as all of these other items that have been happening. There was, we retweeted recently a tweet where we had warned that Bitcoin was precarious. This was just before it broke its bear flag. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There's the bears. There's quite a lot of interesting material here. Don't forget to follow us on the Crypto Sniper, the Market Sniper for the best understanding. This was our maker short. We'll be having a look at that as well. This was the beginning of warning that USD was looking, BTC against USD, my apologies, was looking exceedingly weak. That Maker and Tezos were part of our shorts. Maker had a bit of a spike, but it didn't run in stops, thankfully. Crow we highlighted for you. Elrond we highlighted for you. And we warned even those that are in Hex that are waiting for a snapshot that in actual fact you will probably be looking at a degree of post-snapshot fizzle. So, yep, I'm battling to find that tweet, so let's just leave that right there and go back and focus on the charts. In fact, even better still, let's have a look at comments. So we've done a couple of bearish videos in the not so long ago past. This one was when we suggested that Bitcoin should puke, and then in the end the Fed, instead of doing 0.5%, or 1%, did 0.25 and didn't announce any QT, and you actually went first up before coming back down. That was our highlighting that this was not good structure and that this was likely to be downside continuation, and that in fact this accumulation box in the orange here is likely to be run, and that the structures coming into it before were falling wedges indicating support, whilst this was a structure that was indicating a base break at some point and was not supportive but continuation to the downside. What did all our favorite friends say about that? Yeah, so some liked it, awesome video. This means Bitcoin is going up. If it weren't for his premium members subsidizing him, his trading, he'd be broke. So says our friend Timmy Schnitzel. Thank you so much, Timmy, and how wrong you happen to be. Great stream, some liked it. And people are unnecessarily worried about Bitcoin. The forecasts are most favorable, and I'm glad I've managed to buy it on Bitfinex before the price jump. Don't forget, guys, at that point that we were doing this, Bitcoin was around here in the 42s thousands, now trading 28. Good thing I long BTC when he said puke. Just hit my first target. I wonder how those longs are going. This guy is so happy to comment. He commented numerous times telling us what fools we were. I always find it interesting when people do that. Yeah. Some people liked it. Nice analysis. Fundamentals seem short-term bullish for risk-on assets. Apart from that tiny little pop that you got post-Fed, I would have to disagree. There's Bogbit again, our key friend. Do the opposite of this guy. So he's commenting plenty times. Well done, mate. Let's give him a little heart. He needs some love right now. This guy's miserable. Absolutely miserable. There you go, sweetie. Can't wait for the pump and you to get wrecked again after all your fancy explanations. Oh, I love it. Maybe if you keep saying it'll puke, you'll eventually be right. I don't know. What do you call it? What do you call that? Anyway, you gotta love them all. You gotta love them all. Spoiler alert, it did not puke. Just usual ranging, he says. Didn't puke. Wrong, Mr. Head. Wrong. Again. I don't know which is the other one. Francis made a big boo-boo. Ah, did he now? Yeah, okay, he actually said 15K. Unbelievable. It's like 2 summers ago, something else. This guy, this guy's a hoot. This guy with his shades and his round face. He comes on, he never misses a clip and he always comments. But we're always so useless. But he can't help but watch us every single time. Luciano. Oh, Luciano in Italy. Oh, I feel so sad for you. He's probably in the US. But anyway, so that's comments. We had a couple of friends. We had a couple of haters in there in terms of that. If Francis buys, I am selling. He's the best indicator. If he sells, I am buying. Emma says it's foul listening to being wrong about Bitcoin, but appreciate your admission. So we said, okay, we were wrong about this inverted structure. We expected it to go down and it went up. It's interesting that a technical opinion about the direction of something can be foul. It's absolutely foul. It's as if I exposed myself naked in front of the lady and jangled the jewelry. Take a look at that, baby. Whiff it. Now that's foul. Oh dear. Oh, it's great getting public comments. So that was what was foul. The Fed doing a quarter point and not committing to a date for any technical tightening was foul, and it quickly got reversed when they did a half point and committed to June, and you're now down there. But they never come back. That's the thing about commenters that do these kind of comments. They never come back and say, hey, you know what? Actually, I was wrong about that. He was bullish on Federal Reserve. I was bearish on the Fed. I was expecting a down move. Rubbish, this video. This is not analytic. All supports were showing it will go up. They started investing in Ukraine war. Crypto rises only, nicely spelled, if America supports the wars. It's less cool when you act like you know it all. Your unnecessary confidence in the downside gave me more confidence that it would break to the upside. It didn't fool me, blind Freddy. Crazy praying mantis. What a guy. How's your day, crazy praying mantis? Blind Freddy. Blind Freddy to crazy praying mantis. How the fuck is your day? Completely wrong. Oh dear. You fooled us, but not BTC. Oh dear. Anyway, so that was a bit of fun with the YouTube comments. Oh, who the hell? We don't get too upset. This, guys, is not positive, as you can well understand. That accumulation zone that supported for the two falling wedges that we highlighted there is being attacked in a different way right now. It's been attacked in a different way. By the way, if you ever decide to run a stable coin, keep dollars, not even treasuries. Treasuries are going down. That's risky. That's tether. Buying Bitcoin, a correlated asset, when you already have Luna that pumps like unbelievably every time people are buying USDT, and then you buy a correlated asset so that when your Luna's going down, you've also got collateral that's going down in the form of BTC. Buying it when it's in this technical structure. Man, I raised my eyebrows when I heard that, and they got humbled very quickly. And there was a guy called Reynolds who highlighted that. It's in the Twitter stream, and he told them exactly how they get bust. It was a very poor decision. It was a very, very poor decision to run in such a way. Thank you to Alexandra, 30 years and generally the best. And to Crypto King there, thank you for the compliments. The Tezos call out, yes, it's a spiller and it's a thriller, it's all the way down. And so, by the way, it was Maker, so was Elrond, so was everything. We'll have a look at those charts. Terra's focus has always been orientated around a long time horizon. And this is just another setback. This will not deter the lunatics. Short-term stumbles do not define what you can accomplish. This is a pep talk. It's how you respond that matters. Okay, it's your fault. You're responding badly, according to Do Kwon. How I respond, that matters, really? Try this response. Never invest in proven, vibrant community, they said. Bad management. Relieved I missed it in the first time. We did take a look at Luna because we saw it was holding up DeFi. It was the big dominant player in DeFi. This thing was just pumping and holding up DeFi. That DeFi even had an upside HVF. Keep trusting lunatics, but I'm fleeing a system run by lunatics. Vibrant was decimated. So these guys have made a big mistake in terms of that. And I'm not just harping on him because he's made a mistake. It was a bad decision and it wrecked a lot of people. It wrecked a lot of people that were trusting it as a stable coin. It's a real problem when that happens. So talk of Citadel. This gentleman was highlighting 4.2 billion. Most of the BTC fell 25% from 42K. Now I wanted to make this point. A, about the 42K of Bitcoin, where they bought 4.2 billion, 100,000 Bitcoin. And B, I said, it ain't over at 31.3. Big Mercedes are happy with just sub 1 billion profits. We're going to go lower, guys. Trust me, Citadel works with and has deep-seated connections to the Fed. It's like Big Pharma and the Food and Drug Administration. That's a turnstile going in both directions. How do you think these government employees cash out after they've done a couple of years at the Fed here or there? They go to Citadel as a consultant and sit and fill their pockets. This isn't ending at 31.3. We already traded a 28, so it's already gone beyond. But I tweeted this 17 hours ago when it was still 31.3. It's already gone lower, and I expect it will go lower still. The risk rewards these guys do to set up to short and have a go at this. And by the way, it's not just about Citadel. NASDAQ is down. This isn't Citadel shorting the NASDAQ. There might be, but it's not like they cornered the market and killing it. ARK, Tesla, all of them are down. The whole tech, and the SPY. We've got puts on the SPY. We've got puts on the NASDAQ. We've got puts on Tesla. We've got puts on ARK. This has nothing to do with crypto. And they're going down. Crypto is just going down faster. It's a higher beta instrument. Our instinct was that was never bottoming. We didn't believe it. And that structure was terrible. Only a FOMC meeting where they gave no date for quantitative tightening that they committed to and only did a quarter point when they were 8% behind the curve allowed everyone to go, Jesus, they're not serious at all. And you got a small little walkout, marginally high, to make your bear flag. You pivoted from an inverted HVF, extended slightly into bear flag, and now you fall later. The bear bias was right. To all those comments, the bear bias was right, and it isn't over. 42K being one of our key levels of commitment. 4.2 billion, 100,000 Bitcoin. 42K. We gave you so many numbers about this. That is the 42K. We drew a macro head and shoulders. You know that guy complaining, he even said 15,000. Yes, he did. He actually told the truth, at least. He did. There is a potential functioning head and shoulder in the blue right here. Right here. Draw it for the guys. Draw it for the guys. 42, head and shoulder. 42K. We could see the key levels. We didn't know who's doing it. You get the story later. You take the trade now. 42K. You made a marginally higher high. Everyone, yeah, you were so wrong. You were so wrong. Okay, big boy. Tweet over here. This is grinding on a fractal on our basing ascending grind line. I can't find the tweet. I will retweet it again. Follow the Cryptid Sniper. I'll retweet it again. I saw it last night and I retweeted it and I can't find it now. Break, return move, spill. The bear case was the key primary case. The bear case was the key primary case. This is our most significant key level of significance over here. 42K. And what do we find out? Massive accumulation at 42K, running corner to corner of a bear flag. Corner to corner, bud. Corner to corner. There's your break. The diagonal on a bear flag. It was meant to squeeze in here and go, and that's exactly what it did. We said in that same video where we were, oh, so wrong, so bad, so foolish, so stupid, such a contrarian indicator, that everyone thinks they're so funny. It's like, oh, he's a contrarian indicator. Yo. I'm so funny. I'm funny like that. Where was it? Here we go. This one to the top. We said this box will be taken. Each successive low will be fallen. This box will be taken. Plus, there's the head and shoulder, damn it, in blue for you. With the 42 goddamn K that these guys were killing every time it came up. We got the technical story that now matches the fundamental story you getting how many weeks later? March 11. It's May 11. 2 months ago, you got the story, technically, of what fundamentally happened that you're only hearing now. He's so stupid. He's so stupid. Always trading the opposite direction. Oh, dear. Bless him. Bless him. Somebody's wrecked. All my haters are wrecked. Isn't that terrible? It's a terrible day for me. Post-operative bliss, high on anesthesia, chuckling as Rome burns. Where's your shorts? Where are your shorts? We said to you, you can have shorts. We said at least get into dollars, dollar dominance. At least get into dollars, dollar dominance. Bear flag. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Break, return, move. Spill, spill, spill. Is that not a puke? Hello? Is that not a puke? You rally for the 40, you wake up and you've touched 28. The bottom end of 28. That is the better part of $12,000 on 40. That is a lot of money to have given up. You have shed 33%, just about, on a single moment. And the good news is it ain't over for our shorts. I can tell you that because I've given you alts as well that could potentially go down. We gave you CRO. How did that one go? You should have longed CRO. You could have made so much money. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Some more wrecked inverted traders. This has made target, it'll overperform. It's a thriller, it's a spiller all the way from Manila. Not a puke? Okay. If it's not a puke, it sure looks like a puke to me. That's how it goes. Man pees off the roof if you prefer. Hey, I can adjust my phraseology if you really want. It's a puke. Okay. So that's Crow. What else did we give you? Maker. Maker got interesting. A super spike. Why? Because it's got to do with all that. Your stop is up top here if you got in short and held your short from 2,500. 2,500, now 1,120. You're already 50% in the money. And guess what? It's not done. We're calling for 275. Down here, down here, down here, all the way here. We gave you this trade actually too soon after I gave it to my community. Like, you know, within a handful of 12 hours maybe, and that was months ago. We gave it to you on our channel. I will go find the video. Tezos, absolute spiller, thriller. What did we also say? We also said Bitcoin dominance is a bad thing. BTC dominance on a falling wedge. Where was it? BTC dominance on a falling wedge. In fact, we tweeted that out as well. Are you following? At the Market Sniper, at the Crypto Sniper. If you want to know about reset, at the Reset Sniper. BTC dominance. That's what we gave you. That was in this one. If you are following our channel, remember to subscribe. Remember to hit the always button. They are unsubscribing us. We do no monetization. We mentioned that sickness of March 2020 too many times. We swear and are generally bad boys. So,
follower of this channel, but this is still a bleed out of a flag-like structure. Let's go 8 hours. This is a flag-like structure. We'll wait for them to finish drawing it for me. And you're slipping out. It's not brutal. And we'll see what happens at the FOMC. And Bitcoin being the dog it can suddenly spike. And last time, as I suggested, the FOMC, you did get this spike coming out of it. And then you're down here and you're marginally low. So I'm not calling that this is going to particularly die. By the way, this is a key point on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not the weak one of the crypto market. Let's just take you up to this. Bitcoin is showing dominance. I'm not going to become the Maxi's best friend now, which, believe me, it's not my intention, but I will tell you what I think is happening. And Bitcoin dominance is going up. Now, many of you, that's too much detail. You can't make head nor tail of that chart. I might just switch off the lines, because if you haven't been drawing this and following this all the way along like I have, you won't understand it. Essentially, this is a falling wedge. We're the only guys who put a splitter. Anyone you see who's put a splitter has copied it from the Market Sniper.
Correct.
They're starting to see a lot of copiers. They don't know how to use it. They haven't studied, and they don't know what it means, but they think it looks cool. So you'll see a lot of it around. Go tell them, nice tool. Do you know what it means? Do you know how to use it? What does it mean? So falling wedge, this is a bounce off your splitter essentially, or support in and around, and you're knocking on, wait for it, a capping, descending grind line. So what does that generally point to? A break up in Bitcoin dominance. Now, there's a couple of ways you can get a break up in Bitcoin dominance, but I'm going to tell you, in most instances, in the current environment, the most likely one is very bearish. So Bitcoin goes down less.
In most instances, where you get a break up to the upside out of a falling wedge on Bitcoin dominance, nearly all of them, and the strongest ones, are all bearish, meaning they're all falling a hell of a lot, just Bitcoin slightly less than the alts that are higher beta and absolutely spilling.
In a going down market. That's how you get Bitcoin dominance. And if you want to just test that hypothesis, most times it's correct. In other words, you don't want dominance to climb. Even if you're a maxi, you don't want dominance to climb. Because if you stay, there was one or two moments where Bitcoin honey badgered, all the money coming in. That was when the Bitcoin cash split was taking place in sort of 17. There were a couple of instances. So it's not a universal truth, it's a general truth. That means most instances, this is not good. And we can go have a look, and we will go have a look. But in essence, Bitcoin going up means it's going down less than everything else, or it's flat and everything else is going down, or most of everything else is going down. There's no generalities. Or it's going marginally up, but not a great deal, and everything else is flat to down slightly. But generally it's bearish. They're all going down, just Bitcoin less so.
They're all going down, just Bitcoin less so. We said to you on a Bitcoin dominance call, while everyone was telling us what a chimp we are and an inverse indicator we are. May the 2nd, it is May the 11th today. Where's that Bitcoin dominance chart? Have a look with me. Whoopa. Whoopa. Who else was telling you Bitcoin dominance is going up on a falling wedge? How many YouTubers, how many people taking the time out of their day to be insulted by the peanut gallery that are all wrecked? Where's Luciano? Where's my pal Luciano licking his wounds? Do the opposite. Bitcoin dominance is breaking out of a falling wedge to the upside. Show me one other YouTube before, apart from the 1st or 2nd of May or any time before, that told you Bitcoin dominance is in a falling wedge. It is predominantly bearish with very few exceptions. It means they're all going down and the alts are falling even faster. How many YouTubers gave you that? The contrarian indicator did. 28% down in 7 days, 39% down in 7 days, 41% down in 7 days, and Cardano had been down quite a few times. Solana, 51% down. Now that sounds like me, all down, and the alts even more so. It sounds like he's quite a good contrarian indicator. Luciano, dance with me, my little Italiano friend. Let's have a pizza. I think I'm going to have to pay. Oh, dear. Oh, I must still be high on the anesthetics, bud. Oh, love it. Luciano, it's a lovely green day for me, buddy. You can't believe how good it is. And there's so many people crying, my tether, my accumulation zone. No, Luciano, you did not listen to the sniper. You were a very stupid boy. You did insulting him. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin versus tech. Oh, he made my day. Luciano is the new Wazza. Oh, dear. Where's Wazza? Wazza gave up. He got sick and tired of beatings. Yes, it's a break. And yes, it flagged. And yes, we said to you, it is underperforming tech because all of this is showing a slowing of momentum. Yes, indeed, my friends. I've got to keep on the painkillers. This is too much fun. Oh, dear me. Another lovely day in paradise trading HVF method. Well done to the community sitting in dollars and stable coins. Well done to our webinar leaders that agreed and complied, applying the same method, came to the same opinion, so that every webinar, every guy heard was cautionary on crypto, advisory blue pot stable, and we're non-advisory. This is what we're doing, plus potential select shorts. Our community is not losing money today. Those that did what we all have been saying, and that will be just about all of them, and some of them are making a truckload of money. But hey, he only survives because people are paying him. I'm surviving and thriving, buddy. I've just bought more watches. Oh dear me. What should we order from the catalogs today? Thank you, Luciano. You're so beautiful. You're making me smile. So anyway, what else have we got? So these charts are awful, guys. And by the way, the market sniper is absolutely useful, because we kept seeing yields going up. We kept seeing dollar dominance going up. We gave the traditional market guys, head and shoulders on all the major indices for free after we traded them a couple of days later. And we got nothing but hate. That's a weird head and shoulders. That's not a head and shoulders. Go to themarketsniper.com. Learn about complex structures, full head and shoulder a la HVF method with horizontal necklines, complexity, upside left shoulders, HVFs, inverted HVFs on the right side. I'll give you a perfect example. I didn't trade this one. I wish it did. I'm not claiming it. Luna. Let's talk to the moon. How's the moon boy doing for you guys? Oh dear me. We're having fun. We're having fun. There is a perfect example of an upside squeeze HVF that I drew a long time ago that made its target. Thank you very much. Very tight stop, very tight entry. Pull back all the way to a neckline, a very flat bottomed inverted structure, much like the one that pre the FOMC should have gone down but actually had a little walkout because they didn't take inflation seriously until the next time they did, and then an absolute spill. You could have had your stop here on this. You could have been entering at the neckline at $80. Today, one. You had shorted $250,000 there, bud. You would have kept nearly all of it. You would have kept nearly all of it. Literally, you would pay, to cover that short, you would have less than 1.5% to cover that short. You'd just bank 245 like that. Done, my friend, right there. There is your head and shoulder on Luna. On Luna with an upside HVF, a horizontal only key level of significance neckline as taught by the market sniper, the crypto sniper, the reset sniper, recorded in the best way with the most expensive mic, good camera, great slides, taught so that everyone can learn in our community, in our own bespoke learning platform, not a Telegram group, not a WhatsApp signal or Discord or Slack group, a custom learning environment that we invested a whole bunch in to get done so that people can become better traders and understand how HVF method works whilst actively trading and learning practically and watching the trade leaders in all our webinars that we do all around the week, including myself, with the media updates. That, my friends, is a serious attempt to help people be better and to make money and not see them get wrecked. Not see them get wrecked. And it's not a license to never be wrong. You'll be wrong. We've been wrong. We'll be wrong again. But we're going to make money. And Luciano is going to be this poor Italian boy in the South Island of Sicily, grinding away. And all the others like him. Oh dear me. How about that lunar dominance? Let's just have a wee peek. You touched at the peak 2.16%, not 0.2, 0.02. Divide by 100. You know that 100x? That's the inverse 100x. Big slam down. HVF gave you that trade. Not claiming it, didn't take it. Once I no longer saw it as up, I moved on and I chose my shorts in the likes of Maker, Tezos. What about Algorand, EGLD? Let's go get him out. I can never find it. Got too many cryptos now. There she blows. Take me to my cryptos. Thank you. In fact, that's one there. Whoop. Beautiful inverted structure. 27. It's at 85. I'm giving that to you guys. Now, I ain't saying rush in and short it right now. You could rally all the way up to this green line and your stop's going to be run and you won't be able to hold a position because you don't understand money management. You don't understand leverage. You aren't prepared to invest to learn. You're happy to repeat the same mistakes over and over and over and over again and be a Luciano Pavarotti. Oh, it was a great Pavarotti. I forgive you, Luciano. For Pavarotti's sakes alone. What a man Luciano was. He was great. I love him. Actually, love the Italians. Great friends in Italians. But not that one. Oh, he hating the sniper. Oh, bless him. So, key levels. This is going 27, guys. It ain't over. It ain't over. Crow's got overperformance to do. It just made its target. This one, Elrond, it is my express opinion, no guarantee, that all my major inverters are still to make target. You've got an 85 that's got to do 27. Do you know what that means? I'm still calling at 85 something to run probably to 25. I'm still calling another 65 going on 70% decimation. That's courage. Something's going to fall 70% further. But guess what? You could have got in at 160 on the axis. You could have been short here at 147 and you would have a stop at 169. And that, my friends, is what a real risk-reward trade looks like. We optimize even inside this risk. This is HVF method. This was downsides. We were seeing alt downsides all the time. We kept telling you, and we were foul. Where's my lady who called me foul? I'll show you something foul, my dear. Oh, great day. XRP spilt its guts. They all down. It is universal. It is universal. We have inverted structures on so many. It is absolutely universal. We are making money and having a great day. And the worst of us are not losing because they've taken defensive positions, those that didn't want to go short. The worst of them. And there are people out there that are hanging on. They're treating this as a pain test. How much pain can you take? You know, they're holding on. It's like the Vikings and the guy's flogging you to a death. He's about to cut your head off with his giant axe. I will hold on. I will hold on. Keep on holding, bud. You've got another 70% to come to your 86. In my opinion. Could I be wrong? Sure, I could be wrong. Could the Fed suddenly change and reverse rates? It's not going to happen in a hurry, guys. That tech market still has to spill its guts. We've given everybody reversals on the tech market. It hasn't even started to properly fall. People are still in disbelief that it's happening. We need to wait till everybody's become a bear and can't face the markets anymore. That's when it's over. This could still overperform. Never mind the 25, 27, 25 run. Oh my God, what a day, what a day, what a day. Meeting and greeting our favorite YouTube commenters. Litecoin. Way, there was also one. Boom, chakalak, spill. Down she goes, down she goes, down she goes. Lumen, EOS. Man, it doesn't change. It doesn't change where you look. It's carnage. It is absolute carnage. So let's show you where these signs were. In other markets, it's macro market time, guys. This is a risk on assets. And what's happening in, you guessed it, the US 30, we gave this on our market sniper channel because it's traditional markets. Go and sub and hit the bell there. This is a spill. We were shorting at the neckline. Stop over there. This is a spill. And it's still got further to go. Just to make the head and shoulder target. That doesn't mean it stops there, guys. Have a look at this chart. Log scale that baby for me. You think it just ends there? It can come a long way. That was bottom of COVID. And this could get bigger. It's going to escalate. You ain't done. Let's have a look at SPY. SPY, look at that candle. Rallied up and then got spanked. We call that the look one way, go the other way candle. It is one of the most aggressive bearish candles with real momentum that you can get. It is a feign upside that got turned on the lower time frames. Inverted hammer, gap down. This has got momentum, boykies. This has got momentum. Welcome to the head and shoulder that was on this baby. Let's do the 2-dayer there. Let's treat you to another head and shoulder. There you go, there you go. That's basing descending grind line has been run as expected. You've got a target still to come. This is more equity pain. And by the way, that's just to the target. Head and shoulders are cyclical turnings, especially after they perform to target. You normally fall significantly further. So you've looked at the S&P, you've looked at the Dow, and now let's show you the higher beta. Lower beta than crypto, but higher beta than the Dow and the S&P. The NASDAQ. Kathy Wood is coming next. Look at that baby. We drew that one. Smashed as we expected to the downside. There's your blue head and shoulder. In there, big complex head. Oh, it's not a head and shoulder. In our understanding of 30 years of studying reversal patterns and supplementing and developing the concept and study of traditional technical market analysis, this is the most up-to-date way of dealing with complexity in price behavior and head and shoulders. By the way, this has got much more to go, and is throwing it down much faster than the Standard & Poor's 500 and the Dow 30. That's all the old firms that make stuff and have earnings. This has got all the fluff and the crap. Not as fluffy, not as crappy as Token World, aka Crypto Land, but where do you think your Bitcoin's going to be down there? You think Citadel or whoever is shorting did it for a move from 40K to 30K? Well, that's already proven wrong because we traded 28. But you think 28's the bottom? What do you think Bitcoin will be when the NASDAQ at 11,364 is down at 9,266? If that happens, hey, I could be wrong. I don't think so. But it's a probability or a possibility. I don't think we're going to be wrong. And everyone says to me, oh, but where was the melt up? We were waiting for a 50%, 60% melt up. And I go, do you see that? That was called CV19, a specific event. You were at that time 6,000. Do you see that? That's 16,000. You see that period between there and there? You went from 6 to 16. Merry flippin' Christmas. If you can't see that as a melt up, allow me to introduce you to the monthly chart without any scribbles. That, my friends, is a melt up after a broadening structure with a lot of event-based fear and loathing right there. And from there, you had your blow off, and now you are bidding it. And let me tell you, that level of bidding it is more than that level of bidding it. It is properly bidding it, and it's got quite some way to go, according to the head and shoulder, and I don't think any of these are going to underperform. This is almost, it's only like 1/3 the way triggered. You still got 2/3 of the downside to the target, and that's not necessarily where it all ends. Kathy, let's go to our friend Kathy. Puts with ARK, and boy, are they licking my face every morning, puppy style. Puppy licks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Where's my blow up? Where's my blow off? We're waiting for a 50%. Where's my blow off? Excuse me. CV19 low around 35. High 160 in about 18 months. Okay, so you've gone from 36 to 160 in 18 months, and you can't see a blow off, and you're not now seeing the inverted HVF we drew. That is an absolute capitulation that is so violent it even makes the rate at which you climbed up look slow. That was a very fast escalator ride, but this is the free fall elevator, bud. You better hope there's a spring at the bottom there so that you get some bounce back. Where's Luciano? Luciano went long arc. Tell me you went long arc, Luciano. Luciano is my best friend. He sings. He's good at singing. He sings when he's winning. He's not singing today. Oh, bless. Yeah, it pays to have the right kind of enemies. They are value. Look at all of these structures, all grind lines. Go learn about grind line theory, themarketsniper.com. Go see why that little inverted formed right there on that round number. It was all coincidence. Key levels of significance, chapter 1, very first that you will do, and you will do it in an intermediate and advanced level. Perfectly recorded, studio environment with slides on a custom platform. We're at great expense to make our own. No one gets your details. No one gets your email address because this is reset season and we don't like surveillance finance, which is what crypto is. So boys and girls, if you think that's over, let me just show you, apart from ARK, which is obviously very high beta, but if you're coming from crypto, you've got no grounds to say it's too much worse. Have a little look. Amazon, head and shoulder, left, complex head, all down to a key ledge. That's your armpit there again. Key level just run, broadening structure for a right shoulder, spiller, thriller, it's almost home, and it's got more to do. Where's my blow off? March 2020, 1600, high, 3,800, no blow off. What would you call that, my friend? What would you call that? Or even just to a slightly lower level at that rate. That's a blow off, and this, my friends, is a capitulation. This is the end of trend, blow off, and the capitulation. And nobody saw it on the debt markets. We saw Mike Maloney for the first time on the traditional markets channel say, could the debt be over? Crypto Berg tweeting yesterday on the yields tweets. Did we have a secular turn in the bond market? Welcome, guys. You're 2 years late. You're 2 years late. You're 2 years late to what the sniper said. You are 2 years late, but better late than never. It's great. We called this as a round trip. We said, here is your blow-off event, your smackdown, and since then, we have buy a short debt. The debt system must die for a new money system. So here it is. You have the reset sniper, the market sniper, and the crypto sniper. We're telling you it's all going down. It's risk off on crypto. But we're also saying the same on traditional markets, tech, normal equities, bonds. It's an asset contraction. And everybody goes, Bitcoin fixes this, the debt system must fail. But nobody watches the debt charts and watch them fail. And nobody calls it failing, except yours truly. We are not the best macro technical chartists out there. We are the only macro technical chartists out there. Nobody called the end of the debt market like we did. We affirmed it in September. We started to think the unthinkable in August, July, August, when other people will say buy calls. It's been a 40-year BTFD market for bonds. 40 years. And up we show and call the death of that there market. And call it a turnaround market. It's been a 40-year death market. Here are the rates. Here's the 40 years, going back to 1980. Paul Faulkner. I was at school when this was happening. I was still a schoolboy. Never mind wearing younger man clothes. Absolute capitulation. Started to snap back. We said this is quite a violent snapback. That was log scaled. An unbelievable capitulation. This is a reversal in debt yields. And if the yields are going up, the values are going down. That other chart that I showed you just before this one is a reversal down for the value of bonds. Who holds treasuries? USDT. You've just had a you've just had a run on UST, who decided to hold Bitcoin at the worst time in the market, when technically everything we were saying, apart from very few moments where we said, okay, the FOMC didn't work for us, it looks like it's gone up, we were wrong on expecting it to roll over, but we're still bearish, it ain't a bottom, boom, next time it goes. Every single time we've been telling you this is contracting. The debt market is failing. Everyone's calling reset. Everyone's so contrarian, so macro. Not one person looks at a macro chart of the debt market. That's failing. Not one person says it's failing. It's turned. Debt is contracting. It's dying. It's the end of the debt-based system. We are watching the slow devaluation of debt. And it is failing. No one does it except us. Who are these people? These aren't macro technical analysts. They aren't looking at charts. They're waiting for the narrative. Now everybody talking about interest rates up and inflation. No one was talking about inflation in 2021. No one was talking in the back end of 2020 when we were saying the debt market is probably at its final spill and is going to turn and you're never going to reach these levels again. And on the capital side, they've hit their highest high ever, and you're never going to trade at these levels again, and you're going to reverse. Nobody was saying it. Nobody was saying it at all. They were all waiting for the narrative. They tell you they're contrarian. They tell you they're chartists. They don't look at the charts. And if they look, they're too scared to say the unsayable because it sounds so wrong. How could you, in such a deflationary environment, after COVID, actually say the debt markets are turned? Rates are going to have to go up. Values are going to go down on bonds. None of them could do it. 2 years later, Mike Maloney and yesterday Crypto Berg. Well done to them. They got there. I'm not knocking them. Good on you. You're getting, you're on theme. Good job. You know, where's the others? Where are the others? There are no true. We are the only macro technical analysts that call what we see on the chart. Everyone else waits for the narrative to arrive, and then when it suits the narrative, they speak up. No one squeaks the unsayable at the unsayable time. They all wait until it's okay to say it. And usually it's already turned, it's too late. Be early, my friends, be early. Down here, we said, if this supports here at 89, we are going to 111 as our first target, and you are going to overperform to that. Where is it today? 104 and melting up. You want to know why your Bitcoin's not going up? Because the dollar is being chased, bud. The yen's collapsing. The euro's collapsing. It's all collapsing. It's not just about what happened on UST, guys. That's one story. You're going to have a few stories coming out. Oh, we're falling because it's called toe tagging. You can't have a dead body in the street. You need to put it in the morgue, and it needs a toe tag. It needs to say John Doe died of heart attack, was a tramp, next of kin have been informed. Because otherwise it's a problem. It's a psychological problem for everybody else, because they see themselves being that dead person and they say, well, all the I's haven't been dotted and the T's crossed. Give me a reason. I need to know how and why. Then it's okay and I can forget about it. You're going to be given narratives all the way. Do you trade narrative, which arrives late, or do you trade the flipping footprints in the sand? We don't listen to the local tribesmen say those footprints are an impala. We know it's a flipping lion's paw and we're going to get bitten. We are the actual trackers. And there are very few actual trackers, and there's very few macro technical analysts. Literally, you don't have to be the best. We're the only ones. We're the only ones. Trends end with blow-offs and final capitulations. Technical analysis 101. No one could do it. No one could pull up a monthly chart and say it. We were given this Dixie, and we were giving you the inverteds. You all could have got in there on the long. It's killing it. It's killing it against the Japanese yen. It's killing it. You're watching FX markets as the release valve to a failing debt system, and you're wondering why your crypto's not going up. And you're telling me, my accumulation zone. Sniper's a contra indicator. Do the opposite of what he says. Oh, blessed, blessed, blessed be him. This is a great old day. Rolling in the P&L, smiling and laughing, mocking our enemies. What could be better? Guys, thanks very much for watching. Remember to Bitcoin is in trouble. This is not over. Where do you think Bitcoin, if we turn out right with our target, and by the way, the target isn't a single target. That's the first point that it may pause. We have a real HVF structure in here that's giving us 111. That's up top there. Okay, that's 112, tiny bit under. That's up top there. Where do you think Bitcoin will be when the dollar's gone from 104 to 111? That's when it pauses before going higher still. You know, once it's obvious and the momentum's there, somebody will always gazump us. I say Dixie to 130, 140. We have a technical target for 111 and an expectation of overperformance. We don't get involved in a pissing match and go 150, 160. There's going to be a blow-off in dollar strength. I can't tell you how high it's going to be. I've got a geometric technical target where it is likely to pause, and then it goes on from there. This is the Korean won. For the USD Korean won to meet our targets for a blow of strength in the dollar, how do you think your Bitcoin will be doing? How do you think your alt shitcoin will be doing? Oh my goodness, golly gracious. The amount of crap and lightweight garbage and the stone throwing we have to put up with to talk any form of sense. Where is the USD KRW? Let's get him up here. So if we turn out accurate on a call that we have said we'll see a spike trade on the Korean won of immense magnitude that would still have to go up 60, 70% on this currency. Imagine how high it's going to go on the yen. We gave 136 target on the yen when it was 107 and said it'll overperform. 136 is there. We're almost there yet. And the dollar's still got a spike blow off to do against the Korean won. It could do 160, it could go to 200. What do you think your Bitcoin's going to do there? In that environment of dollar strength? What do you think is happening in the world? This is reset. This is a financial blow-off, collapsing debt system that you are busy witnessing in slow motion, and you're being boiled like a frog, and you're not even wondering why you're sweating so much. Because it's slow motion to you, and you don't look at the big charts, and you've got no macro technical analysts around you. You've got a bunch of narrative people that show you 1 hourly and daily charts with moving averages and an RSI. That's why you know sod all. They have slow lagging moving averages, which is a bad rounded up, rounded down version of real price behavior, where the real price behavior is the activity. The real price behavior is your geometry and your structure. Moving averages don't give you geometry. You've taken the data and you've mangled it in a blender, and you've given way more significance to the old data than the current data. The best price and indicator for the price in the next minute is the most recent price data you have. Yet you've taken a series of it. 100, I have a 200-day moving average. Okay, so 200 days data is going to have about as much significance as today. No, I'll wait and exponentialize mine. All right, so you're still adding a long lagging line of data that you've mangled into a maths formula, and you're expecting that to give you an answer when you've got the real truth staring at you. Price behavior, price patterns, price geometry, it works. Use HVF method, become a king, laugh at the rest. Laugh at the rest. Guys, crypto's in trouble. Crypto is in trouble. You want to know some targets? Let me go straight back, and I'm going to finish this clip because it's time to wrap. I showed you a head and shoulder. That head and shoulder gave you a possible 15,000. There is also, I place less significance on it. It is not as high probability. So HVFs give you the best targets. Simple as that. It is by far the most accurate, and generally, once triggered, you expect outcome on balance of probabilities, remembering that anything can change. But these guys are not going to come with a stimmy near as quick. They're going to let the pips squeak. The bear flag gives you 12,000. So yes, we did say 15,000. He thought we were a fool at $45,000, $47,000, said 15,000. We do ballsy, genuine calls with real geometry and practice. I'm not going to be the guy that goes 9 grand just to gazump the sniper and make it go even lower and look like the bigger hero when it overperforms. We have real geometry and patterns and targets, and it can still overperform on that. That is a really nasty pattern. You could do the 15, you could do the 12. However, it is possible. The first cup gold nugget break target is here. You might get a rally at around 25. You've got the 25K and the first cup gold nugget. It's a quarter of 100. You may run those two, bounce and churn for a while. And that might be your relief. But you've run, as we said in the video you would, the 29,247. Guess what? That's how low you got today. And it's got lower ever since each time I'm talking, it's getting lower. It's making new lows. You've run your accumulation zone. But my accumulation, I got guys on Twitter saying, but you're wrong, sniper. You're going to be wrong. There's a proven accumulation zone. There isn't anything that's permanent or proven. This is extreme selling in an end of a debt-based system. The fact that on falling wedges in a bull market, people were nibbling along the lows here is a totally different story than on a bear flag channel with the Fed suddenly getting serious on inflation and going up 0.5 point and saying they're going to do tightening, saw me be wrong over there and look so right over there. And all the heroes being right for that little bit. And that's my wrong. That's how it's gone, guys. That's how it's gone. The bear market is definitely in play. From 55K, we said we didn't like this structure. We never accepted this was a bottom. We never liked this for upside, and it was the exact same for gold and silver. Not only were we wrong on Bitcoin, We said the same thing for gold and silver also. Sketchy, scraggy, typically inverted type structures with hard sell-offs, very, very sketchish and violent. The market was afraid, they were expecting bad news, they got a gift and it was taken away very quickly, and they are where they should be. That is it. That is it. So if you want to call someone who's been warning you about a bear market from these levels wrong, because during here and there, he felt it was going to go down and it's now gone down, then I'm wrong. And we admitted it. We said, hey, we didn't expect that from the Fed, but they did it anyway. But they changed their tune kind of quick after everyone started mocking them about not being serious of inflation. That's where you're at. You could get a 15, you could get a 12. You could bounce at the 25. That's the best I've got for you. Where do you stop? You could bounce at the 18. But does that mean reversal? I don't know. This is going to get more harsh. I'm seeing much more downside on the equity still to play out. Personally, I think both the 15 and possibly that 12 could happen with a bit of overperformance. It could happen. Sorry, 69K, you've gone to 12, you hodled all the way up and you're so proud of hodling. That's why we say be active. Not hyperactive, not a day trader. Make 1 or 2 decisions a year and stay out if it's a bear market. That's what you could have done. You could have been out at 55. You could be buying back at 12 or 15 if it makes it down there. It's not a guarantee. I'm not saying it absolutely will, but we've got lots of inverted on the others still to make their targets. And I've shown you them. Tezos, our call, yet to make its second interim to trade sub $1. You got given that, guys. You got given that before it broke at 3.1. And you could have had a stop at 3.3. You could have had a stop of 20 cents for something that's going to lose 70% of its value. 75, going on 75 on a bit of overperformance. I don't know what to say. But we never get a mention. If you look at this, we rarely get a mention as the guys that are on it for this. You always hear, oh, so-and-so said maybe we can go down. Something vague like that. Oh, legend. We deserve more respect, but, we don't put ads on our channel, so it doesn't grow at the same rate as others. We're sparing you your time. We're sparing dodgy crypto scams from advertising to you. And what do we get for it? We get what we get. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you another time. Lots of laughs. Kisses and loves to Luciano and the lady that thinks I'm foul. You haven't seen nothing yet, baby.